guys, my name is Michael and welcome to another GTK Expander tutorial. I wasn't sure if I need to provide or I want to provide you information about the GTK Expander and its signals, but I think that maybe I want to show you the proper way how you check the open and close expander with different approach. So for this we are going to use the signal now and not the property, that just to have different approach to be sure. Okay, so the activate signal says it is a signal, we have no information, but if you search for it, I think, like I said, you find it a lot of widgets. GTK button has it also, but they don't let you use it. I mean, not that they don't let you use it, but it will be used internally. So let's see, entry has it, and it means when the user hits enter key or space, but in this case enter. So the entry has it, GTK button has it, but GTK button use it only internally, so you never use it. Let me show you. GTK button action emit cause when animate press, when the button to animate press then release, so application should never connect to this, instead use click it. Okay, whatever. You have it in different meanings, in different ways, but just to be sure that you understand, it is about when you hit enter. So we are going to catch this activate signal and we need to create a user function which takes two arguments. We are going to use only one, the expander. So let us call the activate. I'm going to make a copy and I'm going to drop all those two calls from the last video, because we need the activate. We need also the swap this time, because I said I'm going to use only the expander 1 and expander 2. I want to be sure that you understand. You see, I'm working with both expander at the same time. That's very important, just to show you how you fix that problem where one is going to be open and other are closed when the other was open, and you saw that story which was messing quite messy. So we are going to fix it right now. What do we need? We need activate callback. So we need to create this callback. So let us create it. I'm going to say void activate callback GTK expander. Okay, now that we have it, let us define it so that we really have it. And now watch, if I'm going to use only on if else statement, nothing special. GTK expander get expanded, because I told you you should work with get and set as functions. I already told you in the last video, isn't it? So I want to be sure that you understood what I was done. And now I'm going to say g print, and let's say activate, because this is the name, activate, and let's say, oh, you know what, no, you know, I'm not going to say, I'm going to say the expander was open, or is open, wherever is open, else I'm going to copy this one right here, and I'm going to say the expander is closed. Okay, now a new line character will be also fine. Let me format it. Now what do we have here? We have GTK get expanded. Let me go to this story, because I didn't introduce you, I think. Whatever, we are going to introduce, we are going to work with it right now. GTK where are you? Expanded, right here. We have set expanded, where you set it, the way you set it you decide programmatically, or when you click with your mouse, which means the same story. And here is the get expander. It says queries GTK expander and return its current state. So returns true if the child widget is revealed. This is very important. because this is what we need. We need to know when happens, and not to know that it happening, like I did in the last video where I used to work with a flag because I did know that was close. Then checking against false because it was true, was everything which was fine. But because we called it on both expanders, we were kind of messing the things. So now we can also call, I just saw something, you know what, GTK GtkExpander set label. I'm going to call this one as well, just to change those names. So I'm going to set a new label. And I'm going to say here, of course, the expander is close, eigentlich. Close. Open. Yes, because I'm going to check in a second to be sure. Open. Okay. And then I'm going to say here close. Now let's see. Let's close. We are checking if expander is open, and if it open you are closed, but it is not open because it's closed. So basically, when this function first time will be called, it will fall here, and the expander is open, will be, which is true, which is fine. We are safe now. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I did it right. Well, let's see. Let's see. We have the spin button right now. I'm going to click here and should reveal open here and here. The expander is open. Yes. And now we have close, which means we need to click it. Yes, it's right. We need to click it, and once that I click it, it will say open. Yes, I click it. It said now close because we need to close it. Works fine. Open, close, open, close. Now let me click again. It is closing. Opening, sorry, and says close. And now when I open the second expander, it should say the same thing here, close, and here the expander is open. Yes, it's true. Now I'm going to close the up one, the first one. Open and is close, close and is open, open and is closed. Yeah, now works fine. Now I'm going to close the other one as well. So we have now both closed. You see, works fine. And this is the way which I did when I was talking about checking that expander to be sure that doesn't do something else at the point when you check it, other that you might think that it did. Because like I said, user interferes with your application, maybe another programmatically happens something which you don't know when exactly happens, maybe work with trees or something. There are so many possible ways which can make your expander to expand without notification, or without that you know that. So better to use GTK GetExpanded instead of just setting or checking a flag. So basically now if I move this call and I give a meaning to our expander, like removing this one here, and I'm going to let only the fail, and I'm going to remove all these calls from the flag because we don't need them, and then I'm going to comment the activate signal, and I'm going to call again the notify on expanded. It should work in the same way now. Expander, yeah, I forgot an N, probably you didn't notice, whatever. Now watch, let's see. The property was set spin values. The property was set spin value. This one was closed, this one was closed, open, close, open, open, close, and close. You see, it works fine. The only problem was because I was using a Boolean flag instead of checking the expander. So you better check the things before you try to set them up. Before you set something to true, just be sure it is true or false. Not just try to set something to true or false without knowing what's happening, because if you fall down in a switch if statement, it could be with different expectations, like we did had in the first video, where we are calling the expand and notify on both objects, on both widgets, expander 1 and expander 2. That being said, thank you guys for watching. If you like it, please subscribe, share with your friends and neighbors, and until next time, see you guys.